All right, looks like we are live. So what's up, guys? My name is Dan Brock, the Deadbeat Super Affiliate. If you don't know who I am the world's laziest online super affiliate. So what that basically means is I make a bunch of money promoting things online. So before we start, just let me make sure the audio is all right. I'm going to adjust it here real quick. Sometimes we have some echo problems. So can you let me know how the audio is? Do you hear an echo, an annoying echo? Just want to make sure we're good with that and that turns people off. All right, today we're going to be talking about investing $1,000 to $10,000. What's the best way? So we're going to start in just a minute. Just want to say what's up to everyone. It usually takes about 30 seconds or so for everyone to show up. So what's up, Bram? What's up, Teodor? What's up, Jamie? What's up, Zay? Sarksy, Jay Skarsky, Patrick. What's up, Crimson Films? What's up? How you doing? Sheriff Cohen, how you doing? Joel, how's it going? So thanks for showing up today, guys. Today we're talking about investing, how to invest money, and we're talking about small amounts of money. So we have about, at the 1 minute mark, we're going to jump right on in. Looks like there's currently about, I think, 25 people connected. It usually takes about a minute. All right, so if you're thinking about investing right now, first of all, let me just say congrats. It means that you're at least looking into the future, which is a great personality trait. All right, so my name's, you know what, let's just jump right on in. All right, so people were thinking, you know, when you reach that $10,000 mark, it's been a while since a long time ago since that was like where I was at. But I remember reaching that $10,000 mark and wondering, how can I turn that into passive income? So the reality is that, and this might hurt a few people's feelings out there, I hope it doesn't, is that if you have $1,000 to $10,000, you're really not at the point of investing for passive income yet. It's just not enough money. But let's just say you go with the stock market and you're able to somehow get a 7% return. Let's say you have 10,000 bucks to invest. That's only $700 a year. So that's not going to make you rich. And if you have to wait a whole year to get 700 bucks, you can just make money way faster than that. So let's just say at the most you have $10,000, 7% average return on the stock market would give you 700 bucks. So that's per month, that's roughly $60 per month. So that's nothing. You're not going to become free off of $10,000. Now, the flip side of thing, people often ask, you know, the next hot speculation investment, things like Bitcoin. That's what's hot right now. In fact, let me adjust my title to reflect that. Bitcoin. All right, so Bitcoin is kind of like what's hot right now. If you look on Facebook, everyone's talking about it. The problem with Bitcoin is that it's a zero-sum investment. What that means is that for every one winner, there is one loser. So there are literally people that spend their whole lives learning how to trade. They go to expensive schools like Harvard to learn how to win at day trading. So if you haven't done that, if you haven't devoted 10 years of your life to trading, you're going to get slaughtered. You just don't stand a chance. It's like fighting against, let's say you're trying to box, you're an amateur, and you're trying to box a professional athlete, you're just going to lose. Now, granted, there are people that get lucky. So some guy, I'm sure there's some guy out there that 4 or 5 years ago, he just bought a bunch of Bitcoin on a whim, forgot about it, and logged in to see that he made millions of dollars. I'm sure that there's a story out there, but that's just as common as winning the lottery. Now, I guarantee you, someone like that, if they don't know how to manage the money, they're going to lose it anyway. So if you get a big windfall of cash, your mind just isn't there. We're not really capable of handling a lot of money real quick. So you're typically going to lose it all. It's just some kind of weird psychological trick that if you notice a lot of lottery winners, a lot of them end up losing it all. So if you have $1,000 to $10,000, here's what you should invest in. Here's 11 foolproof ways to do it right now. So in general, these are investments that are in yourself. So these are ways to make yourself more valuable so that if you lose all your money today, you can quickly gain it back So number one is learning some kind of business model, preferably some kind of online business. So affiliate marketing, e-commerce, creating your own products, CPA marketing, anything like that. And getting good at that particular skill is a good investment. So all this stuff you can learn cheaply on YouTube, various products out there. You can get started very cheap and learning this type of stuff. So that's something I recommend you put about 60 to, you know, it varies, but 60 to 70% of your money in and your effort and time into learning some kind of business skill that you can use to turn $1,000 into 10,000, 10,000 into 100, and continue to scale it up. So that's a number one go-to. If I was in your position, that's what I would do. That's what I've done over the years. So I've learned an online business skill, multiple ones at that. Second thing that you're going to want to learn, this is kind of a foundational principle, anything to do with salesmanship, marketing, and personal branding. You cannot lose investing into these type of things. So it doesn't matter what your profession is, you're only going to benefit by investing in this type of information, learning it, practicing it. So salesmanship, marketing, and branding. Another proven winner. If you have money laying around, you just can't lose with this type of investment. Third one, this is something I wish that if I could have gone back 10, 15 years ago, I would have spent a lot more time in learning, and that is psychology, learning about human psychology. Most importantly, how to build alliances, in other words, make friends, spotting saboteurs. That's a big one. Literally one bad person can set you back 10 years. It could be anyone in your life right now. You might not know who it is. When you become successful, there are people that are going to come out of the woodwork that you know personally right now that you consider friends and allies that will turn against you, and this could set you back tens of years. I've had personal experience with this problem. So I wish I would learn more about how to spot people that are secretly rooting against you, hoping that you're going to fail. Another thing is learning about self-interest. People are essentially driven off self-interest. It's good to learn about how that works and the things that drive people's motivations. So learning about self-interest, anything to do with psychology, just good foundational stuff to learn. I really wish that if I could have went back in time, that's something I would have spent more time learning about. We'll take some Q&As, by the way. Some good Q&As about anything I'm talking about later. I see a lot of questions. All right, number 4 would be business, just general business foundational principles, things like managing people, how to set up systems. All this stuff is good to learn in the background. I do have to admit that when I first started out in online business about 20 years ago, my main focus was just building the business up. So I literally put about 90 to 100% of my effort into just building the business, and I skipped learning about foundational stuff. So granted, I was successful, but I know looking back, after reading a bunch of these books, I was like, God, I just wish I would have spent just a few months of my life while I was building those businesses up, divert a little bit of my energy to learning foundational business principles. Now, granted, a lot of this stuff you learn as you go. So even just starting an affiliate marketing business, you're going to learn a lot about how to manage money, how to get people to do things for you. So you do naturally learn, good morning, how you doing? How a lot of the foundational principles, but just having many books to go after and use that as a reference point hurts a lot. All right, so anything to do with business foundation, always a good investment in my opinion. Another thing that everyone should learn, I don't care what you're doing right now, it doesn't matter if you're if you're working at McDonald's, if you're a doctor, a plumber, anything to do with money, finance, and some kind of investing. So even if it is just stock market investing, real estate, whatever it is, it's good to at least have some kind of basic knowledge of how money, finance, and investing works. So even if you just have $1,000, you might not be investing into the stock market, but it's good to learn about it because then you have something to set a target on. So if you want to become, if you want to earn passive income, say with stock market investing down the line, it helps to start learning now, but only about 5 to 10% of your time. If you want to get in the stock market at least 500,000 to get some decent returns, 500K. Real estate you can get in if you're into that. That's something I've learned about more now. With about 100 grand is something you can start with. Some people say you can start with lower. So don't start worrying about that until you have that kind of money. But like I said, it helps to learn basics of it now so that you can get your motivation up, have you something to look forward to, and just in general how to learn more about how money works. That's very important. I have many books on money in general, economics. I've read a good amount of those. So let's see here. We're getting a little bit distracted here looking at the comments. Another important thing, this is something I spend time on and money on pretty frequently, that's mindset training. Anything to do with positive affirmation, positive influence, law of success, and motivation. Those are just big things for me. I usually spend per day even today, at least an hour per day, listening to something that gets me all jacked up. You know, I'm lazy, so I kind of need that type of stuff. Positive mind, very important. So mindset training, I know that sounds like some guru mumbo jumbo, but just listen to things by like Tony Robbins, Les Brown. All of these are, even in the background when you're working, this is typically what I do. I'll have that playing in the background instead of listening to music, just to get my mind in the right frame. Very, very important. That's by far mindset training. I don't care what you're doing, that's worth every penny. Another one is quality food. Quality food is something that I just learned over the last 2-3 years, how important that is. Quality food just gets you a lot more jacked up, gives you more energy, keeps you focused, and cleaner feeling. So that is totally worth the investment. Quality food really is the same price as, you know, let's say you go to get some freaking SpaghettiOs. It's not quality food, that's more expensive anyway. So go to when you go to the grocery store, think about fresh vegetables, very important. I eat a ton of vegetables now. I know this is basic information, but are you actually doing this? Are you eating good food on a daily basis? So quality food for two, that's about $200 a week. I mean, that's what you're going to spend either way. All right, gym membership. I know this is another one of those cliche things. Very important, gym membership. It's worth every penny. What's that, like $150 to $100 a month? Even if you work out 30 minutes a day, which is typically what I'm doing when I'm just kind of cruising, 30 minutes a day. Yes, I'm lazy, but that's something I never skip out on. Someone says this is fake. I don't understand how investing in gym membership is fake. This is a proven way to make yourself more valuable. Basically, a healthy body equals healthy mind. So very important. It improves your self-esteem. Improves self-esteem. Going to the gym improves your self-esteem, which means you're able to take more action. All right. So next thing in here is I do all this stuff on a daily basis, guys. So just keep this in mind. Even though I have way more than $10,000, this is just, I'm going to do this stuff for the rest of my life. Another important thing is improving the quality of your social circle. This is one thing I underestimated the importance of this when I was younger. So right now, just look at your closest friends. If they're not where you want to be, chances are they're not right for you. Even though they might be good people, weird things happen once you start to become successful. People like I said, people that you thought were your friends, you'll find out they weren't really your friend. So improving the quality of your social circle, and the way you do this is go to local conferences. So whatever the topic that you're interested in. If you're interested in starting an online business, check out sites like meetup.com. Look for some online business meetups. They're literally, no matter where you live, meetup.com. There's local conferences and meetups that people have that are interested in these types of topics. So it's worth it. You're going to have to change your social circle if it's not working out for you. I highly recommend doing that. It's hard to do, especially if you have some kind of sentimental attachment to certain people, you know, like old high school friends, you've known them for 10 years. If they're not where you want to be, find people that are. So build up your network. Building up your network, very important. This is, if you want to have an online business, eventually you're going to need some kind of network. You don't necessarily need people to make money online. Like if you have an affiliate marketing site, you can get away without having a big network. But it just helps. It's good to be around good people. I found that people with a lot of money are typically better people. I know that sounds, a lot of people think that, oh, rich people are bad. There are some bad apples out there, but I've realized that it takes a certain character to become successful. And basically anyone who has a lot of money and they built it from the ground up, they're typically good people. Now, like I said, there are some bad apples in there, just like anywhere else, but on average, people that are successful are in general have better character, safer to be around, and they can help you out. Another foolproof investment is building up an audience. I can't stress this enough. If you have people that want to listen to you, that's worth it's worth way more than money in the long run. So anything to do with investing in an audience, if you have a personal brand that you're trying to create, social media following, just spending money to create and increase your reach is always worth the money tenfold. So that can be done regardless of how much money you have. If it's just $1,000, start building up your audience. It'll always pay itself back no matter what. Another thing is, this is one of my favorite things to invest in, and that is time. Time is better than money. You have to realize it's kind of an esoteric concept, but anything that makes you less than or equal to what you make, you should start to get other people to do it. So let's just say you have $1,000. Let's just say that's what you have, $1,000, $2,000. Anything $15 an hour or less, you should get someone else to do. So that involves a lot of the tasks with affiliate marketing, for example. Most of the tasks with affiliate marketing are $15 an hour or less. So you have to learn to outsource those things. Now, on the flip side of things, there are tasks in affiliate marketing that are worth $1,000 an hour, $2,000 an hour. Those are the things that you should focus your time on. And of course, in the beginning, you're not going to know what those are, but as you become more experienced, you're going to know those $2,000 an hour activities versus the $15 an hour activities. So when you start getting money, that is just another foolproof investment. Time. Anything to do with time. I always look at things from a time perspective before a money perspective. All right, so those are the, I think that might have been 12 investments. Let's jump into Q&A. If you guys have any questions, let's start knocking those out today. So let me just get my water break here. All right, much better. All right, guys, so let's see here. Let's go with Marco. Marco says, how many times a month should you social bookmark your website on Fiverr? So this is an affiliate marketing question, probably from my Deadbeat Super Affiliate System. I'm a big fan of social bookmarking. It's just good for any new piece of content that you create. It just kind of gets that mojo going. So whenever I create a video, an article, I always manually social bookmark it. It kind of gets the mojo flowing. So basically, answer your question is anytime you create a new piece of content. Now, to continue link building, you're going to continue to build links over time. So you're going to look for related properties, forums, specific blogs. You can create PBNs. Start creating valuable links over time to your top pieces of content. So per campaign, I usually found that you have, let's just say you have one affiliate marketing campaign. So you've created a Deadbeat affiliate site. I'm just writing this down to take notes. You create a Deadbeat affiliate site. Usually, let's say you create 20 pieces of content. It could be anything from videos to articles, image, infographics, anything like that. Articles, blog posts, guest posts. Of those 20, usually 5 are higher quality in the sense that those kind of stick. So it makes sense to kind of focus on the ones that win. And you're going to build links over time slowly. You don't have to go nuts with this. Over time. Now, if your content is good, you're naturally going to get links. Like my health YouTube channels, the content's pretty good, so I get the weirdest links from people sharing it on Facebook. All of that stuff works. So this is over time. So let's see here. So I mentioned $2,000 an hour marketing tasks. These are usually stuff to do with video, branding type things, talking to your, building up an audience. These are all $1,000 an hour tasks. Coaching, if that's something you have. Building products is technically $1,000 an hour task because you can spend $10 hours building a new program or new product, and you could potentially make tens of thousands of dollars. So it does take, this is stuff you learn over time. So I think that me telling you this now, this particular tip probably isn't going to help you too much until you start learning intuitively what those tasks are that make you the money. So writing an article is not a $1,000 an hour task. That's something that you can outsource, for example, to sites like Upwork or TextBroker. But if you don't have the money to do it, you are going to have to kind of suck it up and write it yourself at first. So that's just an idea. Sean Plumber says, is 3D animation an industry that you think has potential to be a big, like video editing? Anything to do with video is going to be big, is big, and it's going to continue to grow. So if that's what you're interested in, that's a good niche, 3D animation. Super Gia Jin says, have you ever had any legal issues with your pages? I haven't had any legal issues. You might, if you're really scared of that, you might want to invest in, oh man, posture's bad today. You might want to invest in business insurance. It's like $100 a month at most. I don't have that. I'm looking to invest in it a little bit more now. It's just worth it for me. So that's something I'm getting now. Let's see. By the way, how's my audio? Is there an echo? I noticed that I'm having issues with that. Test. So Jester's Coin says, is it better to have an authority site? So the way I look at this is that if it's a topic that you're totally passionate about, you build an authority site around it. If it's a big market, like let's say if it's a small market, usually it's not worth the investment. But if you have something that gets millions of searches a month, like let's say survival, for example, that's when you want to build an authority site. Just because there's so many things you can write about. You have people going into into a topic looking for years worth of information. Like if someone's passionate about a hobby, they're typically going to be interested in it for about 2 to 3 years or more. So then it makes sense to build up an authority site around that, because you have people that are going to continue to come back. Yeah, there's the echo in the room. I just can't figure that out. I think I just need more crap. Okay. Nicole Hill says, what about Bitcoins? How do you sell them? I'm not, look, there's people making money on Bitcoin. I don't really believe in it as far as it being an investment. It's more of a speculation, a bet, if you will. Now that said, I do have friends that are making plenty of money with Bitcoin. It's just a matter of, can they keep it? Like everyone's a freaking Bitcoin expert right now because it's kind of like in the bull market. So everyone's winning. Everyone's an expert. But there is no intrinsic value to Bitcoin, in my opinion. Like there is no tangible asset that you're investing in. You're just kind of investing in the emotions of people. Investing. So that's why I don't think that Bitcoin is, in my opinion, people are going to say otherwise, not something you're going to want to invest in if you have only $1,000 to $10,000. Now, if you have $1 million sitting around, it might be worth it for you to put $10,000 into Bitcoin just kind of as a speculative investment, because you never know what could happen. But if you're at this range right now, you can't risk losing anything. And the way you don't risk losing that money is to invest in the things that I just talked about in this video. These are foolproof investments that pay you back, that will pay you back for the rest of your life. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that. Let's see, more questions. Dan, I want to buy your Deadbeat Super Affiliate System, but I don't have a credit card. That's unfortunately the only payment method I accept right now. I used to accept PayPal, but they no longer allow business opportunity products on their network. So that's what I'm stuck with. Like, I would love to accept PayPal, I just can't on the Deadbeat Super Affiliate System. So I can only accept major credit cards, major debit cards. I don't do one-on-one coaching calls. I do have my Deadbeat University program that you can sign up for after you go through my Deadbeat Super Affiliate System. There's a link below, by the way. That's not one-on-one, but it is private group coaching. So you can talk to me over email or in my private live sessions. Just did one yesterday. So that's basically like one-on-one help. It's just in a group setting. Randy says, is it necessary to install WordPress for each additional domain name? Oh man, I forgot to change my thumbnail. Damn it. Oh, let me change the thumbnail real quick. Bear with me here. I just spent time making that. I totally forgot to change it. Choose. There it is. Okay. Let's see here. Sorry about that. Cameron says, is Shopify e-commerce and promoting products with Facebook ads as easy as it seems? Just like any online business model, that's one of them. There are many out there. It works. There are people making a bunch of money. Just, is that what you're interested in? That's one of the number one investment I recommend is investing in some kind of online business. That is one of the models. So Shopify and promoting with Facebook ads. Is it easy? It is. Anything's easy once you learn how to do it. Okay. Is it worth it? Yeah. You just got any kind of online business is worth it. It just takes a little bit of time to get into it, to figure it out, to learn the ropes. It takes experience, knowledge, learning things on YouTube. You can get my products. There are plenty of other people's products you can buy. Just invest in yourself. You can't lose. I'm 15 years old. How would you recommend making money? The world is your oyster. So the future house, you can do whatever you want. That's the great thing about being young, having access to the internet, there are dozens of different ways to do it, proven ways to make money online. My favorite personally is affiliate marketing. It's the easiest, lowest barrier of entry. Chaotic Gamer says, do you use Wix for a blog? So the only time I use Wix is for supporting sites. So I don't rely on Wix. They're usually just a side supporting site for me. Gigi asked, do I know anything about Amazon FBA? I've actually just started learning about that. I've almost figured it all out. I might make some tutorials about that, bring some people on in the future about Amazon FBA, which is essentially e-commerce. Future House says, how would I set up an affiliate marketing site? Check out my Deadbeat Super Affiliate System. There's a link below underneath that. It's $17. It's probably, like, how much does that cost? It's like what going to McDonald's once. A lot of people have been successful with that. Or I do have a free guide you can get. The free guide you can get at deadbeatuniversity.com/guide. That's kind of like a quick little overview of how it all works. Or go right for the kill, so to speak, and get my Deadbeat Super Affiliate System. Link to all that below. Let's see. What products do you affiliate market? I noticed only getting around $2 off someone buying a $250 monitor. I primarily primarily focus on health products. It's just a huge market. People are willing to spend a lot of money. So that's my main focus as far as affiliate marketing is concerned. I have had a lot of, I guess it's all the same niche really though, like bikes. I've made a lot of money with mountain biking, but I guess you could consider that a health niche in a way. You know, snoring's always been a good go-to, like snoring mouthpieces. Anything to do with health, sleep, all that stuff, everyone worries about that. So the market's always big. Beauty, another big one. Robert Gasper says, how much is getting coaching from you? I don't offer one-on-one coaching at the moment. I don't know if I plan to in the future. It's not really scalable. I do have group coaching though. If you get my Deadbeat Super Affiliate System, link below to that. I do have a group coaching program you can upgrade to. So Michael Volantad, I think that's how you say your name. If I butchered it, my apologies. So you use WordPress and something like HostGator for hosting. Yeah, so that's typically what I recommend. Getting a professional hosting service and installing WordPress on that hosting service. The reason why is because it gives you control. If for whatever reason your site gets shut down, man, what did I do with my hands here? When that happened? If like your host for whatever reason decides to shut you down, you just take your backup and go to another host, you restore it, and you lose nothing. You still get control of it. Ron Raymond says the $17 program is nothing compared to the info you get in the program. So Ron's talking about my Deadbeat Super Affiliate System. Yeah, I mean, value-wise, it's a $1,000 product. I mean, I made it that way. It's literally what I'm doing on a daily basis. So, yeah, I mean, just look at all the testimonials I have. Ryan asked, how much do I earn per month with affiliate marketing? It varies anywhere, roughly on average, I'd say like $11,000 to $12,000 a month just with affiliate marketing. Maybe a little more on a good month. I've earned that pretty consistently. Some years worse than others, depending on how lazy I am. But I've always done pretty well with it. Let's see here. How much backlinks can you create per day? Really, it's more about the quality. You don't need to go wild anymore. Just a few here and there is fine. One second, guys. I need a drink. Trollis asks, I need to overcome fear of investing. The video I made yesterday is for you, or it was 2 days ago. But if you have a fear of investing, the 11 things that I talk about in this video are things that there's just no way you can go wrong with. Eventually, over time, you're going to make your money back 100-fold, 1,000-fold. Like, for example, learning about psychology. This helps you understand people, what makes people buy things, what are people's natural fears, how to profile a person. Basically, that means how to spot someone who's trying to sabotage you, how to spot people that actually want to help you. It's an actual skill. There are certain profiles that people have based off of the way our emotions work. You know whether or not someone's going to be able to help you or sabotage you. So it is totally possible to make $1 million and lose it all because of one person. So if you don't have this knowledge, you're gonna lose out. So, but not only that, you can make a lot more money. So anything to do with psychology, if you don't know where to go from here, that's always a good investment. Anything to do with marketing, salesmanship, branding, all of these are things that are going to pay off for you for the rest of your life, regardless of whatever path you go on. They're just going to help you make more money. So if you don't know where to start, at least start there. You can't lose. You can't lose with that. Also, another one, foolproof mindset training. A lot of this is all free online too, so check it out. Okay. Let's see, more questions. Should I focus on the website or the email list? Both of them. So basically you're going to focus on building up your traffic sources. That could mean creating a good blog, a good YouTube channel, Facebook page, and building up an email list. That's something I'm talking about more in my new program. Gabe says thoughts on drop shipping. Definitely a proven way to make money. It's just that it's going to be hard for you to get away from it. As in, there is no way for you to, I'm not an expert with drop shipping, so keep this in mind. I think you have scalability issues with it. I'm sure you could though train people to help you out. Armin says, in your Deadbeat Super Affiliate System, you are teaching how to get a lot of traffic on your blog, and what else? So basically, I primarily teach you how to make money with the Amazon affiliate program and other physical product affiliate networks. So talk about the traffic sources that work for me. A couple of the good ones are blogging, some social media. Those are what work for me. Now, I do have some unique ways to go about it that you probably won't find anywhere else that basically help you increase the leverage that you can have in the business, meaning that you don't have to work your ass off. Oh man, I can't say that on YouTube. Let's see. NBA Highlight Factory says, Dan, can you do a quick website review? Check out my Deadbeat University coaching program. That's where I do that. I don't do that in public. That's kind of for my premium, my private students there. Jay Storm says, I have an email list, but nobody clicks anything. I'd say you have an issue with them, with your brand there. They probably just don't recognize you, trust you, or they just forgot about you. So it really depends on where you're getting, how you're building the list, what you write, all that. So like, what is your niche? It also depends on the niche. Some aren't as email friendly as others. Sir Lenser says, how soon before we see results with your $17 Deadbeat Super Affiliate System? I can't legally, I'm not legally allowed to say specific results, so how long it can take. All I can say is I've had people take it, make sales within the first 48 hours. So it's not typical, but I also have had plenty of people that have made sales within the first month or two. It took me roughly, following the framework of the Deadbeat Super Affiliate System when I first created it, like when I first started implementing it for myself, it was about the third week. This was a while ago, so when I first created the original version. It took me about 3 weeks or so before I made my first conversion. In about a month and a half, 2 months, I was making over 1,000. About 3 to 4 months in, I think it was the fourth month, that's when I hit the $3,000 a month mark. So I've had other students come in and see similar results, but legally I can't promise the same for you. It's just FTC rule says I can't do that. Christopher Dobbs says, I have the system and I have the Deadbeat Super Affiliate System and I'm making great progress. Good job, Chris. It's a good system. I mean, it's proven. Future House says, is affiliate marketing hard to start for someone my age? No, it's probably that's what I recommend for younger people to do, because no one's really going to know your age. They don't have to. It doesn't really matter though. If you have good things to say, people will listen. Jay Storm says gaming. Yeah, gaming probably not too good for email lists. If I was you, I'd focus on like Twitch, YouTube, just building those types of lists. That seems to be where most people hang out there. Stephanie Weaver says, how do you gain trust from your audience? Mainly just being legit. I know that doesn't really describe anything. Knowing your topic, being giving, and just coming through with what you say you're gonna do. That's really it. Just being cool. Pretty much just being cool. How to make $300 per month with $800 to invest? I would say the only way to do that is start your own business, preferably online. That's probably one of the cheaper ways to get started. Don't fall for the trap of, I'm going to just buy a bunch of Bitcoin and I'm going to turn $800 into $10,000. Like, that doesn't happen. I mean, it happens for lucky people and people that know what they're doing. But if you don't know anything about Bitcoin or any type of investment like that, stay away from it. What do you think about Bing ads for list building? Totally works. That works really well. Bing ads for email list building. It's cheap too. How do you build trust? I just asked that. Jack says invest in Doodly, like I recommend in another video. Yeah, that's totally worth it. It's a good program. YouTube channel is always a good investment in my opinion. What are the best SEO? This is a good question. Mike says, what are the best SEO tactics for ranking a low competition keyword? Believe it or not, on-page SEO goes a long way. So making it something that people actually read, learning how to create a captivating piece of content is about 90% of the battle. Drop some social bookmarks on it to get the mojo flowing. Share it on your social profiles. It's pretty much all you need. Armand says, if I buy your product, will I be able to ask questions and when in doubt? If yes, where? So yeah, I do have tech support provided with my Deadbeat Super Affiliate System, but within limits. I mean, it's a $17 product. If you want more in-depth coaching, so to speak, check out my Deadbeat University program. That is an upgrade that you don't necessarily need it, but if you're a beginner, that might help you. Many people, let me just say this, many people have just invested in the Deadbeat Super Affiliate System as beginners and have had success with it. So if you're the go-getter, kind of do-it-yourself type person, you could totally figure it all out easily. It's just some people like to have the, I guess, the confidence associated with having a coach. So consider upgrading to that if that's something you're interested in. Link below. Oh man, need water. The Chris Cash says the theme alone is worth $17. Yeah, so the Deadbeat Super Affiliate System comes with my Deadbeat theme. Just installing that, like let's say you already have an active affiliate site, guarantee you the moment you install that, you're going to double your money. That's just the theme itself. It's something I've split tested over and over again, which converts higher than really any other theme out there. I've tested that for years. So if you're intermediate, just get the program for the theme. You'll be shocked. You'll crap yourself when you see the difference. The click-through rate on that particular format's close to 60%. Like there is, just imagine that. So for every 10 visitors that come, let's say you have 100 visitors you send from like YouTube, for example, 60 of those people typically click over to the affiliate offer. So if you know anything about affiliate marketing, you know how powerful that is. Gigi says, how current is your system? Do you update it? So what I teach in there is the foundation of what's working right now. So there are like a couple videos in there, like for example, the Google AdWords interface changed a little bit, but the overall system itself is what I use right now, daily basis. It works. It's tried and true, work proven. I update it when it needs to be updated. It all works right now. That's what I'm doing. NBA says, Dan, for some reason I'm barely getting any site visitors. I don't really know what your topic is, but I would say you just how competitive is your topic? Arnaud ask, is web development knowledge an asset when it comes to affiliate marketing? Honestly, like, web design will probably hurt you. Because I've learned through experience, really the crappy looking sites convert the best. So web designers usually get caught up with making these like ornate, beautiful looking things. And in reality, I've learned through split testing that the beautiful stuff usually doesn't work as well, believe it or not, as far as like making money is concerned. Now, visually it might be better, but the simple stuff works better. Code Boy of the Day says, Dan, do you recommend doing an internet marketing blog? Yeah, if you have knowledge about the topic, it's always a good go-to market. If you're making money with internet marketing, people are always willing to listen to what you have to say. So, yeah, it could work. I started my Deadbeat University blog, just kind of like a side thing. It already gets like 250 views a day, unique views. So that's just like, it's a brand new. I don't even do anything for it. NBA topic says, my topic is anti-aging. That's competitive niche. So it's going to take you longer than 3 months. That's like one of the top competition niche markets. The Chris Cash, thank you. I'm glad that, thanks for the kind comments. Chris says that, keep it simple, guys. Coming from someone who has spent $7,000 on programs, this is a great product. He's referring to my Deadbeat Super Affiliate System, helping me unlearn all the BS and keeping me from spinning my wheels. Yeah, so, I mean, I've honed in the system. It's taken me many years. It's what works right now. Because I'm so lazy, like my skill is efficiency. So I've learned how to cut out all the fat. I get rid of all the crap that takes a lot of time and really just hone in on what works. That's kind of like my core skill. If I don't get a return on the time I put in, I get rid of it. So that's, so yeah, that's it. Well, what's my association with OMG? I ran a webinar with them in the past. It's a little expensive for my people, so I don't really promote it anymore. It doesn't mean it's bad. It's just not really for my people, for the deadbeats out there. Okay, more questions. Anyone have other questions? We're getting a little the attention is dropping a little bit. What platform do I use to create my blogs? This is from Alex. I always use WordPress. It's just, that's what I'm good at. That's what works for me. Is there any way to get writers to submit content for free? Not really. You could do like guest posts. I did see a political blog. Like, political blog might be one of the few things you might be able to pull off. But no one's going to write for free if you don't have an audience. So, I mean, you're going to have to spend money one way or the other to build up that audience. Now, people do stuff for you for free when there's some kind of return. So if they can get exposure, if you have a big blog, some people will actually do it for free. So I guess it just depends. If you have a new site, though, you're going to have to invest money. Armand says, Dan, what exactly is affiliate marketing? So affiliate marketing is basically when you sell products that other people have created and you get a commission for it. So the ways to do that online are through things like blogging, creating YouTube channels, email marketing, paid traffic. All these are ways to get traffic and get people to see the offer that you're trying to promote. Wes says, I signed up for you when you had 62,000 subscribers and now you're at 86. Keep up the hard work. Congratulations. Thank you. Yeah, I've been working pretty hard. I've been putting in those rough 4-hour work days to make it happen. This is kind of like one of my main passions. Oh man, it's pretty dark in here. Let me move my little bootleg light here. Look at this thing. That's a, speaking of invest, I need a new one of these. Get this right. This has done a good job. Made a lot of money with this light. Had this for like years. Okay, there we go. Well, looks crazy. Let's see here. My name is Megan, says, I love your videos and transparency. By the way, you seem like a really genuine guy. Thank you. Appreciate that. I'm doing my best here. I definitely see I need to improve my public speaking a little bit. That's all right. Working on it. Elliot says, thanks. How much money we talking to get a return? I mean, if you're referring to affiliate marketing, you could totally start with under $100, even 50. I mean, the reality of the good thing about online businesses is that you can do a lot with very little money. When I look back, all the businesses that I've started, I've done for like less than $500. Even my web hosting company, I did cheap. So it's just a matter of like using that as a stepping stone. So you start out small investment. The more experience you get, you can put a little bit more in, So you step up the food chain, so to speak. What is the best way to make your first sale as an affiliate marketer? Amazon, in my opinion, main reasons why is there's so many markets that you can tap into, and Amazon is just a selling machine. So Amazon, you don't have to worry about being good at like conversions. You know that as long as people get on the affiliate on Amazon, they're typically going to buy stuff. Should you get says, are you actually lazy? I am actually pretty lazy, but like work wise, I'm pretty lazy, but I'm usually always working on myself, so to speak. Like I like to read a lot. I like to work out. As far as like action, I'm pretty lazy. I'm just really efficient. So I've learned how to get a lot done with very little time. But I'm not, I guess a lot of people think I'm, working an hour a day and I'm getting smashed for the rest. I mean, there's been a couple years where I have done that, but for the most part, I'm doing pretty positive things. I'm always improving. Okay. But this is like what I like to do. So it's not even work. It's not even work to me. This is just making money online, becoming smarter, faster, better. It's just what I like to do. NQRVE says, Dan, I'd like to thank you for real info. I did get my first search engine traffic yesterday. I went from 0 visitors per day to 13 per day now. So yeah, this is a good start. It just takes a while. Usually, see, a lot of people freak out like the first month or two. They're like, I'm not getting any traffic. That's just the way it works. So most people give up after the first month or two. It's just like martial arts, man. Like the first 2 months, you just suck. Even in reality, like the first 10 years, you just suck. But the first 2 months, you're doing all this stuff. You're really not getting any better. But after like the 6-month mark, you start noticing, oh, maybe I'm getting a little bit of skill here. This is kind of the same way, and that doesn't mean that you can't start making sales the first month. But usually, it's like the 2 to 3 month mark is when stuff starts to happen. The Chris Cash says, do I do jiu-jitsu? A little bit. I mostly do stand-up martial arts, Muay Thai, Kung Fu. Been doing that for like 10 years. Doing more jiu-jitsu now. How long did it take you to make your first 2,000 to 3,000 a month? Your first website. So it was actually multiple websites. One was doing the primary amount of earning there. So this is a while ago, my first affiliate site. If you're talking about affiliate sites, it was like 4-month mark was when I was making like 3,000 a month. Okay. Matt Thomas Art says, is Instagram good for making money? Instagram is good for building an audience, which in turn makes you money. So the answer is yes. If you don't have your sites linked correctly, will you still get clicks but no conversions? If you're getting clicks but no conversions, it's always a sales problem. So you're either not warming up your traffic properly, or something you're saying is turning them off. Just try to what I typically do is I try to get in my mindset of the buyer and kind of speak to them. I know that's not really a concrete tip, But I basically try to say, like, if I have this problem, or if I have the problem, what were the things that I was looking for in a particular product, and I talk about that. So it helps if you have the problem. Okay. Kevin says, I love your Deadbeat Super Affiliate program. It's great for beginners. You just have to be patient, and it'll be amazing. Thank you, Kevin. This is one of my pride and joys, my Deadbeat Super Affiliate System. Amount of something says, I noticed your Deadbeat program is on sale right now, so I'm wondering how much will it be later on. I am eventually increasing the price of that. For now, it's low, but I am, because that's kind of like a special launch discount. I eventually will raise that up whenever I get around to it. What I'm actually going to do is, because people have been, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move all my softwares and stuff and create one package for it. It's going to be more money. So it'll be more expensive. But what I mean by that is, right now you can buy it piece by piece. The Deadbeat Super Affiliate System is what you need to know to do it. I do have upgrades that you can get which aren't required to make the system work. It's just that I'm now going to package it all together and charge more money in the future. So that's coming soon. So keep that in mind. Let's see here. When does a new program come out? That comes out. Let's see. I'm falling a little bit behind. So it's probably going to be early October. I'm going to aim for end of September. Fabulous says, do you think Amazon affiliate marketing will give you a stable income for the next 30 years? 30 years is a long time. It's hard to say. I will say that affiliate marketing has been around for pretty much the beginning of the internet. So affiliate marketing probably will be around for the next 30 years. Will Amazon affiliate marketing be around for 30 years? It's hard. I don't know. I'm going to say Amazon's going to be around for a while. So yeah, I'm not like too much of an oracle, so to speak. I'll bet that Amazon's going to be around, but it's just a matter of what's going to be hot. Like, things do change. But also at the same time, things also stay the same. Like, blogging has been around for 20 years. It still works to this day. It's one of the most reliable long-term traffic sources out there. Yeah, so James says, don't worry about the next 30 years. Worry about right now. Yeah, so, and he says when you make money, you can always create more later. Yeah, so realistically, over the next 5 years, it's going to be the same. So as long as it's the same over the next 5 years, it just makes sense for you to learn more now and start banking. James Bond says, the most important thing is how not to think just like an employee. Absolutely. So the employee mindset is way different than the entrepreneur mindset. That's why I said in the beginning of the video, I said invest in mindset training. That's what I'm referring to. So yeah, check out things like Les Brown. I like Les Brown on YouTube. He has a lot of free stuff. The Chris Cash says, do I do Amazon FBA? I actually am. I've been taking a lot of courses over the last 2 weeks or so. I'm already formulating a product line that I'm creating. It's in the survival niche. So yeah, I'm working on that. My name is Megan says, what are some of my goals in life? Travel, real estate, cars. I did the whole car thing when I was younger. I don't know if you know my story, but I've made a lot of money online since I started when I was 11. So I did the whole Porsche thing. I bought 2 Porsches over the years. It was cool. You know, that's kind of like just the whole car thing, if you boil it down, is really just a mating ritual. So when you're younger, you know, you're trying to attract a woman. You know, girls like cars. It's a proven fact. So that's what a lot of kids do in that age range, 20 to 25. They buy cars to kind of be like, look, I'm successful. I have resources. Look at me. I don't need to do that anymore. So cars don't really do it for me. I know the reality is that for the most part, cars are, I'm going to make a video about this in the future, by the way. Cars aren't a good investment unless you're using it for like marketing purposes. So for me, I don't really do the car thing. Real estate, I'm learning more about. Something about it I really just like. I like the idea of stable passive income. That kind of fits my whole deadbeat profile there. Long-term stable income. The trick to that is learning how to automate that, or at least systemize it. Real estate, let me just write that down. I like rewriting the stuff I like. Travel's definitely up there. I do get a lot of that already though, because I go to a lot of internet marketing conferences. What is the best way to invest if I have $1,000? So Sonny, I just talked about this in the beginning of the video. That's what I opened up with. I talked about 11 ways. These are all the foolproof ways to invest. That you won't lose money doing this stuff. You're only going to get a return on investment. Where would you invest $50,000? $50,000 still just isn't enough. It's not enough to really do much. I would still invest in myself at that price range if you have 50 grand in the bank. Well, you should never stop investing in yourself. So 50K, it's still not enough. Like even running that through the average of like 7% return on the stock market, and plus the associated risk with that, it's just the return's not worth it. So, I mean, if you really want to do it, maybe consider investing in like buying a house and flipping it, or maybe a small rental property. 50K just isn't quite enough though. You should have rehab costs in there. Depending on where you live, you're probably not going to be able to do much with that. Sorry if I'm burst your bubble, by the way. It's just that you can't really do any solid investing until about the 250K mark. Affiliate Marketing MC says 50K on targeted PPC traffic to build a business. Yeah, so if you have your numbers down and you have an actual business that you can track click for click and you know how much you make, then it would make sense to dump 50 grand into that. That would be a good way to turn that into a lot more money. It's just that as a beginner, that's going to take you many years to learn how to get to that point. So Eshwar says, Dan, you seem smart. I don't really consider myself that smart. I'm just good at like this one thing. And how old am I? I'm 31. Where are your fake stacks? I got those right here. Never leave without them. Bam. Let's see. Brian says, what is the fastest way to make your first affiliate sales? Definitely consider YouTube, social media, building traffic streams off of Web 2.0 properties. They just rank much quicker. So those are good for short-term. Long-term, blog is always a good go-to. Blogs, even though people talk a lot of trash about them, a good blog can get you traffic for many, many years. So when you do it right. So it takes a little bit of time. Sam says, what would you do at 250K? Even 250K is still like, I would do real estate. That's what I'm investing in right now, real estate, and myself. Never stop doing that. Never stop. That's the one mistake looking back. When my first two businesses did really well, I stopped investing in myself. I just started coasting, and I stopped reading and I stopped learning. That was one of my biggest mistakes. So always continue to invest in yourself, learn, and it really makes life much better as far as happiness is concerned. You're happy when you're learning, and you're happy when you're growing. Let me write that down. I like that idea. You're happiest when you learn and grow. That's how it works. You become depressed when you stop growing or you regress. Like it's a proven thing. If you're making 500K a year, and even if you drop down to 400K, you'll start to become depressed because you're going backwards. So you have to, at all costs, always move forward in some way. That's how you become happy in life. Thomas Leonard says, we have bought several houses in Indiana for $5,000 to $15,000. Yeah, so it depends on the market. Where I live, it's harder to do. You can't get anything for under like 200K. So they're like Ohio is a cheaper one. You can get some good ones for 50 G's there. Do you need to have creative niches to be successful in affiliate marketing? No, definitely not. The key is to be creative yourself. So the more creative you are, and that's a skill that you can train, the better off you are as far as making money is concerned. Chris says, where do you live? I'm in Maryland. Armand says, one website, blog traffic with email marketing. Is this the correct way to describe affiliate marketing? You're typically going to have more than one website. I recommend people focus on starting out, like start building three different three different campaigns, figure out which one works the best, start honing on that. There is a lot to it. Armand, get my Deadbeat Super Affiliate System. It sounds like you need to get the basics down. That's what you need. Jay Lou says, how long did it take you to get to a spot where you did not have to work for anyone? Like less than a year. I've only worked for someone for like a year when I was 14. So the only reason I was working there was to save up money to start my web hosting company. Turned out I didn't even need any of that money after I learned that a lot of it could be done cheap. So yeah, I worked for a year when I was 14 and maybe 2. It was a while ago. And then I've been running my own online businesses since. Or maybe it was 12. It was a while ago. It was in end of middle school, first year of high school is when I had that one job. All right, guys, this is going to be it for the live stream today. It's been 1 hour. I keep telling myself I'm only going to do 45-minute streams, but it looks like people keep coming on. So that's going to be it for today. I'll try to do one tomorrow, or maybe I'll do a tutorial video tomorrow. I don't know. What do you guys think of these live streams? Do you guys like the live stream better or like those traditional tutorials that I do? I'm going to do both, but these live streams kind of seem novel. And people seem to like them. I don't know. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I gotta work on keeping the energy up. That's the one thing it's a skill. Gotta figure it out. All right, Deadbeats. Thanks for coming out. Appreciate everyone. If you have any questions, feel free to comment on this video after I post it. For the 11 ways to invest, replay the video. I talked about that in the beginning. In addition to that, if you haven't, make sure you subscribe. Take that bell icon so that you're notified of any videos that I release when I release them. Also share this video with your friend. And again, comment if you have any questions. Like, do all that good stuff. I'll see you Deadbeats later.